The new Prince of Persia brings us a brand new prince for next generation consoles. Now this prince is not the prince of old. You don't have Farah following you around. You have a new companion actually, and her name is Elika. And Elika is actually integral to the story, and not only that, but she's going to be with you the entire time. She helps you out throughout your adventure. This is not a co-op game at all, but this is just an AI partner, and the way that they break down Prince of Persia is that they put each of your different abilities on one button. So you have your sword on a button, and every time you want to use your sword, it's just that button. You have your gauntlet, which is your metal gloved hand, and that's its own button, and that allows you to grip fall so you can slide down walls. It also allows you to launch enemies into the air in combat, and that's always going to be on one button. And Elika herself also is on just a single button. There's an Elika button, so that means that if you want to see a path where you're supposed to go, just stand still, hit the Elika button. If you need to double jump with Elika to help you out, just hit the Elika button. If you want to use her in combat, you hit the button, she jumps right in. Otherwise, she pretty much stays out of the way, lets the prince do his thing, but she's there all the time at his side, and the best thing is that she's always going to save you from dying. So fall down a hole, she'll pull you out. If you're about to get killed by an enemy, she'll save you. She's going to always be there. She's your constant companion. Now the majority of Prince of Persia, probably 90% of the game, is about the acrobatics. And that's great, because that's what Prince of Persia does best. Everything's been streamlined and simplified. All you need to worry about is your acrobatic button, which allows you to jump. And if you jump towards walls, you run up the walls or along the side of the walls. And then also using the grip fall, which allows you to plant your glove into a wall and then slide down. That's pretty much all you need. You'll just have really long acrobatic sequences that are really thrilling. What's cool about Prince of Persia, it's pretty much an open world game. You can go where you want and choose how you want to beat the game. Now eventually you're going to have to solve all the different levels, but the order that you solve them in is really going to change and affect your experience, because each area is guarded by a boss, and each boss has its own specific trap it releases in the world. Once that boss releases that trap stays out in the world for the rest of the game. It's going to dynamically change each level that you see, so that if you play multiple times, you're going to have a completely different experience. Now in previous Prince of Persias, combat was all about just throwing as many enemies on you as humanly possible. This Prince of Persia is quite different actually. It's always going to be one-on-one combat, or technically one-on-two, because you're always going to have Elika at your side. But this really allows for these really intense cinematic battles. These are like epic duels, so it's not the same kind of action game thing where you just run into a room, kill a guy, run off, you know, and you just keep slaughtering guys, button mashing. This is a very slow-paced combat system. Each battle is actually a real challenge for you. After you've beaten a boss and healed the area and driven all the corruption out, you're going to see the skies open up, everything's going to be beautiful and bright, and that's when you can actually go and collect these light seeds. And you're going to want these light seeds because you use those to purchase new powers for Elika. And she uses her powers for traveling methods, so she can use them, for example, for a rebound, where she jumps onto a magic plate and then she shoots off to another magic plate. And this helps you access new areas of the game that you couldn't get to before. Prince of Persia is trying to do something new and different with the action platformer. And we're going to see if it succeeds when it comes out December 2nd. It's going to be available on PS3, PC, and Xbox 360.